Good morning everyone. How are you all? Today going to start new chapter. Chapter 2 Landforms. What are landforms? Before I tell, I want to little introduce to you. Our earth, the third planet from the sun, is called as blue planet because 71% of it is covered by ocean, whereas 29% is land area, land part. If you see the map of the world, we can easily notice that the northern hemisphere consists mostly the land part, whereas the southern hemisphere is covered by ocean. Now, what is landform? Land plus form means the formation of the land. The solid part of the surface of the earth is constituted by various natural physical features that is called landform. For example, mountains, plateaus, plains, etc. So how these mountains, plateaus, plains, etc. various landforms are formed on the earth's surface, we are going to study in this chapter. So let's discuss what is the formation of landforms. The various landforms that exist on the surface of the earth is produced by interaction of two processes, that is the internal process and the external process. Let's see what it is. Geomorphic process or the earth movement. The formation of the land is the result of earth movement. How? By the exogenic or external movement. External movement and endogenic or the internal movement. How the exogenic process takes place, movement takes place either by the weathering, erosion or deposition. What is weathering? Weathering is the decomposition or disintegration of the rocks at their place of origin. The rocks break into small parts or in simpler form due to the physical, chemical or biological process. So that the breakdown of the rocks into smaller parts is called as weathering. So because of that it results in the formation of land. Another one is erosion. Erosion means taking away or removal of eroded material from one place to another place. That is erosion. It is done either by the running water, the rainwater, by the melting of the glacier, that water, by the wind, ocean waves and currents. So many things are there that are responsible for the erosion. Another one is deposition. Deposition means to deposit. So what the eroded materials is eroded, what the materials is eroded by the various agents is deposited somewhere. That is called as deposition, and by that deposition there is a formation of landform either in the form of mountain, plateau, plain, valley, gorge, bay, gulf, many are there. So these all are occur externally. Externally means that acts on the surface of the earth are called as the exogenic movement. Another one is the endogenic or the internal movement that acts on inside the surface of the earth. What they are? They either, first one is the slow movement and another one is the sudden movement. Slow movement means it takes place over millions of years of time. First one in that, the vertical or the epirogenic movement. It takes place vertically. Epirogenic is a Greek word which means continent. Means it results in the continental building. In that one, the surface of the earth is not disturbed. No faulting take place. Only there is the sinking or rising of the surface of the earth. Either it is upgraded or depressed. So upward or downward surface feature, surface earth crust is there. Another one is the horizontal or orogenic. It results in the mounting building. Due to this effect, that process, the moment that mountains are built. What type of mountain? Either the fold mountains or the fault mountain. Fold mountains are take place or formed by the force of compression, which I explained you in previous class where I explained the diagrammatic representation of geographical features. In that I explained you that how the anticline and synclines are formed. I have given you an example of towel. So when the compression is there from the opposite side on the earth crust, there will be some part of the earth uplifted while some part of the earth get depressed. The formation is like this. So the upgraded part or uplifted part is called as anticline, or while the depressed part or the tuff are called syncline. Next one is the force of tension. The fault mountains are formed because of the when tension is there on the earth crust. This I also explained you in that with the help of diagram how the block mountains are formed. Due to the tension on the earth crust, there are cracks. This is the cracks are there, and because of that, over a long period of time, this crack become wider and wider, and the part of the land become weak and it depressed, leaving the other part remain as it is. They form the block mountains, and the depressed part form the rift valley. These all take place slowly, very slowly over a million of years. But some are the movement that take place immediately, suddenly, that is called as the sudden movement. Under it, that volcanic eruption, it takes place in few hours of time. That the material, what the magma, lava or the heat, all things are there inside the earth that blast and comes out on the surface of the earth immediately. And another, the result of earthquake. Because of the earthquake, everything is just finished in few minutes or few seconds. So these are the results of sudden movement, when sudden movement of the surface of the earth. So these are some of the exogenic and endogenic movement, or the external and the internal movement on the surface of the earth that results in the formation of landforms. What I said previously, the landforms, the mountains, plains, plateaus, valleys, etc. are there. So how these mountains, what are the different mountains, formation of mountains, plateaus and plains are there, will study in next class. Till then, thank you. Have a good day.